Hello beautiful people, welcome back again to my channel. If you're joining for the first time, thank you so much for joining. My name is Susan. You're welcome here. And don't forget to tell me where you're watching me from. So I found myself waiting for my daughter. She's at school, so I decided to shoot a video on how I'm actually living my best life. So what does living your best life mean? If you want to know, please consider subscribing so you don't miss out on all the other beautiful videos I'll be posting further. So if you see me looking around, I'm seated by the road and people are passing by, and I hope they won't really be distracting. Anyways, yesterday I was just laying in my bed, and then I actually realized that I'm sleeping under a flat sheet. Guys, I was sleeping under a flat sheet. I know to some people it might seem like it's just ordinary, but this was something it was something that I didn't grow up with. It's something that I didn't think that I would ever have. And I've always, when I watch movies, I always tell myself, oh, that looks nice, maybe one day I'll have that. So to me, living your best life is just living the life that you didn't think was going to, I knew it was going to happen maybe someday, but you were hoping could happen. So I loved my flat sheet. When we grew up, you were lucky if you had a blanket. Of course, we had blankets, but I lived in a hut. We slept in a hut with no concrete, and a blanket can touch the soil, and soil is the sand. The blanket can touch the sand, and it will just get so, dusty, and the room is dusty. You're walking on the dust, and sometimes you try to put in water, or you try to put in clay, to make a floor, but it doesn't really work that well. So me going in my nice fitted sheet with fabric softener, that's the best life. If you think that your best life is in the private jets, in trips and all that, you are living your best life. Because if you grow up with a flat sheet, to you that won't be your best life anymore. So to me, just waking up in my flat sheet or going to bed in my flat sheet that smells so good with fabric softener was actually me thinking, oh my God, I'm so actually proud of my life. I'm living my best life. The other thing is just like maybe drinking nice coffee. Like I could go and buy the simple instant coffee, or I can just go and buy the sachets of, what do you call it? What is this? Maybe cappuccinos or vanilla lattes or whatever. Like if I am able to afford that, if I can afford that, then it means I'm actually living my best life, because that's what I wanted to do in life, and it's what I wanted forever. So that to me is living my best life. Living your best life it means living the life that you always wanted to live, or even segments of it. And I feel like this is one thing that people don't really take time to think about, because they think that living your best life should be lavish, it should be seen by everybody, but sometimes it's just hidden in the smallest, tiniest details. The other thing I was also thinking about is that, oh my God, I'm actually driving. Guys, growing up in a house without a car, although my dad bought a car later after I was already married, left the house and everything, living in a house without a car, you never really driven a car, you've never been in a car for a long time. Like the first time I went to Windhoek, that was the first time I really, no, not to Windhoek, but to the secondary school. That was the first time I was in a car for more than 10 minutes, probably, because I never went anywhere. I was just around at home, and I was already 15 then, 14, 15. So now driving my own car, actually leaving the house and just go wherever I want, I feel like that's the best life. Best life doesn't mean you have to have a Mercedes-Benz, guys. I'm pulling up, I'm rolling up in my Sparky Chevrolet Spark, and it's awesome because it takes me from A to B, and that's actually what I really just want. Of course, do I want another car maybe someday? Of course, maybe I would want something bigger, but I'll only want something bigger if I can afford it. Is it going to take out a lot of money from my pocket, which I don't have, or which I could spend on something else? Don't get me wrong. If your life, you feel like you need a bigger car and you can afford it, then go ahead. And that's your best life, because now you have met already all the other milestones or all the other things that you wanted to do in life. Now you can do better. But for me, I'm actually living my best life, because if I want to go somewhere, I will go somewhere. I have shelter, I have food, I can buy whatever food, not whatever, I can buy Wagyu beef or whatever you call it. I can buy that because a lady just drove on the curb, like on top of the curb. Lucky enough, she has a buggy. Anyways, I can buy some expensive stuff, but just the fact that Susan can buy herself champagne and it makes me feel good, then I'm doing it. Yesterday, I bought myself 5 maize, 5 corns, 5. That's $50. It's me living my best life. Like, if I want corn, I'm going to buy corn. Like right now, I want mopani worms. I'm going to buy my mopani worms, because today I had two customers, one in the morning, one now. This one paid $45. This one paid $20. So that's $65. I made money today, so I can treat myself. So that's me living my best life. Me able to buy maybe a jacket. Me being able to buy what? A lunch box or an energy drink. I'm like, oh, I'm sitting on my energy drink. I'm living my best life. Is there other things that maybe I want in life? They are, but they are bigger things, maybe. But I also don't need them. I just want them. So at the moment, I'm living my best life. Of course, you have a question like, what if you are living your best life, or you think you are living your best life, but you are not actually happy about where you are, or you don't really like where you are? I get you though. I get you. It's easier to not want where you are, or to not want to be where you are in life. But what if you just start with smaller things, and then maybe they will start making sense? Don't get me wrong. There are times where I'm also like struggling, like during the holiday or something, and I don't have anywhere to go. I'm just at home. I'm like, is this all? Because now I can't afford for us to go somewhere. So now I'm bored or something. But then I try maybe to snap out of it. But sometimes it just happens. Sometimes you're even just not in the mood for no other reason, for no explainable reason. You are just seated there and you're out of the mood. You just don't know what's really going on with you. And it's normal for a human to feel that way. I feel like I can't quote anybody on that, but I just feel like it's normal for you to have sometimes some down moments. But just appreciate where you are. If you are doing something that you feel like you're living your best life, because sometimes you just see somebody walking there and then they have this boom box, like, for music. And to that person, maybe that person worked so hard to get that boom box. So if you worked hard to get that boombox because you wanted it, then you are living your freaking best life, man. Like right now, I can see a boy wearing wireless headsets, which means, and he's walking so proudly. And I love that, because maybe he wanted that and he got it. And I just hope he realizes that he's actually living his best life, especially if he wanted that. And now he has it. How many people have that? So if you just have to think about it, like, oh, I don't even have food to eat. Like, how many people, I have food to eat. How many people don't have food to eat? And for me, I can buy 5 corns at once. 5 corn cobs. 5 corn cobs at once. I can do that. How many people can do that? Maybe many. There are many that can do it, but there are actually some people that can't. And for me growing up, I couldn't. So now I can, and I'm living my best life. So I'm just here to tell you to appreciate the little things in life. If you can afford KFC or whatever these people eat, buy it. I don't know KFC much because I feel like it's not in our town and it's expensive. Is it expensive? I don't know if it's expensive, but yeah, if that's what makes you feel good, if you feel like if you just buy yourself a nice box of whatever, of Hungry Lion or KFC, and you're comfortable, you're eating that, be proud of it. You're actually living your best life. You're living your best life. And one thing I'm also here to tell you is to buy yourself something if you're working. If you're working, splurge a little bit sometimes. Of course, I understand we have a lot of things to take care of. We have people to assist. But if you are getting $100 as your salary, at least just try to take out even $10 to buy something that you normally don't buy. Of course, I understand that sometimes even if you take some money from there, then you won't have enough to buy everything that you want. I know life is not fair, but take out 1 month and be selfish. If you normally send money to your mom and you tell yourself that if I don't send, ask yourself, if I don't send, will she die? Right? Or if I send her 50 instead of 100, and then I use this 50 on me, I'm working for this money. This body is working for this money. Sometimes I'm stressed because of work. Sometimes I just need to make myself feel good. And life goes on. Treat yourself. So for me right now, I'm living the best life, man. I have my perfume here, which is finished, by the way. It's gone. I got it for 115. I just went to the shop and I picked it. And I feel like that's my best life because I can actually go to the shop and buy perfume. And it's not too bad, actually. And it's not perfume anymore because it's gone. What else do I have here? I'm showing you all the things I have. Oh, I was busy marking. But I actually have a purse. Though I didn't buy it. I got it as a present from a beautiful lady. I just feel like I'm living my best life. And I was just here to tell you that your best life doesn't need to be flashy. And you might be living your best life without even knowing it. Your life could flash. Your life could just turn upside down. And then you ask yourself like, oh, what did I do? Like, things were never good. But they were. You just didn't take time to look at your life and to evaluate what's really going on and for you to appreciate. Damn, I feel like a motivational speaker. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you so much for listening. If you listened, sometimes I want to do deeper conversations, but I just feel like, oh, some people have a lifespan of a mouse, so, or chicken. If you just you talk 2 minutes, people will already switch off because they are like, oh, I don't want to listen to this. Sometimes you don't need really to listen to of course, sometimes you need to listen. It doesn't mean that you're going to take the advice, but just listen to the other person. And then one day you realize that this person was actually telling you something that's important and that you needed to look into, but you just didn't want to because the person who was speaking, maybe you don't like the person. So. That's all. Don't forget to subscribe. I love you.